comparatively more powerful are called Avesha incarnations. The next verse, very famous verse, okay, Eti Chamsa Kalapumsa, and that we'll recite, I'm sure next week we'll recite that. Okay, since I have a very short time.
How to share screen?
Unable, I tried to duplicate and take out this.
Hare Krishna, vehicle number 4954. Car number 4914. It's blocking the way. If someone is there, please remove it. और हिंदी में खाता सेकेंड फ्लोर में हो रहा है, जिसको भी जाना है हिंदी में खाता सेकेंड फ्लोर में होना है.
Probably cannot, then you can use this, the matter.
Here in the center, you can duplicate.
Yeah, duplicate, Prabhu.
Duplicate, yes.
I can't, Prabhu. I tried, cannot. Unable. Is there any setup? No.
No, only this.
Yeah.
It has to come.
Exactly, yeah.
We can do trial and error. Some duplicate.
Yeah, if the projects are difficult, we can use the TV. Yeah.
So how you got that? Duplicate something. Display setting. Duplicate is preferable, no problem.
Yeah, duplicate.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, bro.
Right.
Maybe the devotees can, Mataji can come closer because you can't breathe. Mataji, come closer, please. Omagyanata bandhasa janjana sulakaya chaksurun militam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namao Mispadaya Krishna Prabhu Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Nama. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pachalini Nirvise Satsunivadi Pasate Distarni Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Dvaita Gadara Swatsadi Gaura Bhaktulinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sri Guru Charana Padman Kevala Bhakati Satman Bandhamoyi Savadana Mate Jahara pasade vai e baba turiya jan Krishna prapti hoye jaha hote Krishna prapti hoye jaha hote. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Very nice to be here today. Thank you very much for your presence and for your blessing. So next 1 hour we're going to see very important topic actually for devotees. So I hope all the devotees can pay attention and walk along me through this presentation. I'm going to have a quiz. Okay, you'll get presents if you answer correctly. So please pay attention throughout the class. Okay. Once a disciple went to Prabhupada. He went to Prabhupada and complained to Prabhupada so many things. Prabhupada, the temple president is not doing right, he's doing wrong, this wrong, that's wrong. This temple commander, this devotee is not doing wrong. So he was practically complaining to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, in that case, why don't you do? Prabhupada says, why don't you do? So the disciple came out and said to everybody, Prabhupada have appointed me as temple commander. Okay, and now all must listen to me. I am the temple commander, you must listen to me. And he became boss and he was practically instructing everyone to do this, to do that. And there were some, devotees were dissatisfied. And one of the devotees went back to Prabhupada and asked Prabhupada, did you really appoint him as temple commander? Because he became very bossy and asked us to do everything. Practically he is not doing anything. And Prabhupada became very annoyed. And Prabhupada called back this devotee, the devotee calling back. And this is what Prabhupada told him. First, you become the servant of everyone. Then you become the temple commander. This was the exact word by Prabhupada. So this instruction for all of us, okay, all of us. When you come to this temple, become as a servant, okay? Whether you are temple president, whether you are temple commander, whether you are Brahmana, whether you are 30, 40 years in ISKCON, the moment you stepped in a temple, you are a servant. Das another. That's all. That's only tag. Okay? Only tag. All of us are servant. Okay? So when we come, please come with this mentality that I am the servant of the servant. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th Canto, chapter 4, a wonderful pastime. I'm sure everybody knows about this pastime. How Durvasa Muni offended Ambarish Maharaj. Okay? Because Durvasa Muni wanted to kill Ambarish Maharaj, a pure devotee of the Lord. And Ambarish Maharaj was saved by Sudarshan Chakra, and the Sudarshan Chakra was chasing Durvasa Muni. And Durvasa Muni was running all over the universe. This was kept following him. And he went to Brahmaloka and asked for protection from Brahma. Or Brahma said, I cannot do anything. You have to go to Lord Shiva. Maybe he can help you. Then Durvasa Muni ran to Kailash to Lord Shiva. Oh my Lord, please help me. Oh, Lord Shiva said, oh, this belongs to Narayana. I can't do anything. Why don't you go to Narayana? And Durvasa Muni will go to Lord Narayana and fall at the feet. Oh my Lord, please help me. Your Sudarshan Chakra wanted to kill me. And this is what Lord Narayana will tell in Bhagavatam 9.63. Prabhu, can you read that? Prabhu, can you read?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead says the following to Durvasa Muni, who had committed an offense against Maharaj Amrish. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said to the Brahmana, I am completely under the control of my devotees. Indeed, I am not at all independent. Because my devotees are completely devoid of material desires, I sit only within the pores of their hearts. What to speak of my devotee? Even those who are devotees of my devotee are very dear to me.
What to speak of devotee of Krishna? Those devotees who are devotee of Krishna devotee are very dear to the Lord. This is the exact statement of the Lord in Bhagavatam. Okay? This is a very beautiful verse. When I came to Hare Krishna 30 years ago, this is one of the sloka. I came across, I said, wow, that's it. ISKCON is the right path. Everything in this verse. Can everybody recite? Naham tisthami vaikunte yoginam hirde yesuva tatra tisthami narada yatra gayanti man bhaktaha. Prabhu, can you read?
My dear Narada, actually I do not reside in my abode Vaikuntha, nor do I reside within the hearts of the yogis. But I reside in that place where my pure devotees chant my holy name and discuss my form, pastimes and qualities.
So here, the Lord telling Narada, Naham tisthami Vaikunte. Lord say, I am not in Vaikuntha. Prabhu, what do you mean Lord is not Vaikuntha? Lord resides eternally Vaikuntha. Why, what Lord mean he is not there? That's what Lord say, Naham tisthami Vaikunte. I am not in Vaikuntha loka. He said, neither am I in the heart of the yogis who are meditating upon me as Paramatma. I am not in the heart of the yogis. Prabhu, Krishna says, Sarvasacham iti sanisto, I am seated in everyone's heart. But why Krishna says I am not in the heart of the yogis? Krishna says, Narada, you know where I am? Yatra gayati man bhaktaha. I am where my devotees chant my holy name. Hear my glories. So the Lord is here now. He is sitting here with us. Okay, that's what he said. So this is a very important verse, Prabhu. Very, very important. Once, back in Malaysia, there's one temple I went. There was one old devotee. He stopped coming to the temple. So I asked another devotee, where is the devotee? I couldn't see him. Then the devotee told me, oh, he stopped coming to temple, Prabhu, because some problem with the management. He said, why should I come to temple? I'm doing arati, I'm doing puja, I'm chanting, I'm taking prasad at home. I'm doing all that. He said to this devotee, and this devotee telling me. I said, fine, Prabhu. The devotee doing puja, chanting, Bhagavad, all good. But the problem Krishna is not there. I told this devotee, the problem Krishna is not there. Then the devotee, what do you mean Krishna is not there, Prabhu? Then I quoted this verse. Krishna said, not even Vaikuntha, Right? That means he is there eternally Vaikuntha, not even there, he said. Then what talk about your home? Unless your home is sadhu sangha where devotees come, then fine. Otherwise, Krishna is not there. Correct? I'm just telling what Krishna said this verse. Krishna said, I am wherever my devotees, chanting my holy name, hearing my katha. So Krishna is here. So that's why very important for all of us to come to the temple. At least once a week, please come. Please come. Because that is the day that here, Krishna is here. So please come. Engage ourselves because Krishna is here. Don't think I can do everything in home alone. Yeah, you can do, but Krishna is not there. So my topic today, the glories of Vaishnava Seva, the secret path to lotus feet of the Lord. Actually, I have two parts. Today I'm going to share with you part one. By Krishna's mercy, maybe I can share with you part two next one. So, who is this? Who is this? Prataparutta Maharaj, King of Puri. Right? He wanted very much to meet Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu declined to give darshan. So King Prataparutta Maharaj, he changed his costume, kingly costume. He just wore a simple Vaishnava dress. And he went and served all the Vaishnavas, all the devotees who came for Rath from Bengal. He served them. He washed their clothes, he cooked for them, he served them. Can you imagine? King of Puri did all this. And news went to Mahaprabhu, there's a wonderful Vaishnava serving all the devotees. And Mahaprabhu said, bring him, I want to meet him. That's why Mahaprabhu gave King Prataparutta Maharaj darshan. From these paths we can understand. Only through service to Vaishnava you will get the mercy of Krishna. That's how. Simple as that. You want to get mercy of Krishna only through the service to Vaishnava. That's all. You can stand in front of Jagannath for 1,000 years. Jagannath, give me a mercy. He'll never give. He'll never give. You can stand there, you can do whatever you want in front of Jagannath. He'll never give. He will tell you, go to my devotee, go and serve him. He'll give you my blessing. Yes. Once Gaur Govinda Maharaj said, very nicely he said, we understood that only through the blessing of Vaishnava we get bhakti. We learned that, But I was thinking, how is that, some scientifically, how we can explain that only through the blessing of Vaishnava we can get bhakti. I was thinking, how. One day I came across an article by Gaur Govinda Maharaj. He was explaining, how. He said, Krishna doesn't have bhakti. He doesn't have. His own bhakti doesn't have. He has locked his bhakti in the heart of a Vaishnava. He has locked his bhakti in the heart of Vaishnava. He doesn't have. Correct. So you want bhakti, you go to Vaishnava. You go to my devotee, Krishna said. And then you must serve the Vaishnava. You must serve it. Okay? When you serve, the Vaishnava is pleased. When the Vaishnava pleased, the bhakti from his heart will transform. Will go to your heart. Bhakti from the heart. Sorry. Okay. Bhakti from the heart of the devotee will go to your heart. That's the process. Guru Gita Maharaj explained. And that will happen only when the Vaishnava is pleased. That's all. Only, only when the Vaishnava is pleased. If Vaishnava is not pleased, that process will never happen. Very scientific. Correct? So that's so very important. We shouldn't offend Vaishnava. You must please the Vaishnava. Then the bhakti will be transferred into our heart. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed 48 years pastime on earth. Out of the 48 years, first 24 years, Mahaprabhu performed childhood pastime, teenage pastime and marriage grahasa pastime. At the age of 24, Mahaprabhu took sannyas. And 24 to 48 years, Mahaprabhu performed pastime as sannyas. And now the last 24 years, first 6 years, Mahaprabhu performed yatra across India, pilgrimage. And that is captured in Madhya Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And the last 18 years, Mahaprabhu performed pastime in Puri, Jagannath Puri, attending Rath Yatra, and also very intimate pastime the last 18 years. And that is captured in Antya Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Every year, thousands of devotees from Bengal used to come to Puri for Rath Yatra. And they stay months in Puri and take association of Mahaprabhu. Okay? One year, one devotee from Kulinagram came and approached Mahaprabhu. Kulina Grami Purvavan Kaila Nivedana Prabhu Agya Khara Amara Kartabhya Sadhana. Prabhu, can you read? Prabhu, you can.
Translation.
Yes, translation. Somebody.
Translation. As in the previous year, one of the inhabitants of Kulina Grama submitted a petition to the Lord saying, "My Lord, kindly tell me what my duty is and how I should execute it."
Okay, he is a grahastha, he has a lot. Mahaprabhu, I am a grahastha. I got family, I have to work, I got so many responsibilities. What is my duty? How I can perform bhakti? That was the question to Mahaprabhu. And almost all of us are grahastha, correct? We are grahastha, we have family, we have commitment. So how we can perform bhakti? That's what Mahaprabhu will answer. Everybody. Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Seva Nama Sankirtan. Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Seva Nama Sankirtan. Dui kara sigra pabe Sri Krishna Charana. Dui kara sigra pabe Sri Krishna Charana. Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Seva Nama Sankirtan. Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Seva Nama Sankirtan. Dui kara sigra pabe Sri Krishna Charana. Dui kara Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Seva Nama Sankirtan. Prabhu kahe Vaishnava Seva Nama Sankirtan. Dui kara sigra pabe Sri Krishna Charana. Dui kara sigra pabe Sri Krishna Charana. The Lord replied, you should engage yourself in the service of the servants of Krishna and always chant the holy name of Krishna. If you do these two things, you will very soon attain shelter at Krishna's lotus feet. So Mahaprabhu said two principal duties all of us must perform. Simple. We don't have to do big things. Two simple things Mahaprabhu said. First is Nama Sankirtan. All of us are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, so that is Nama Sankirtan. That we must do, chant Hare Krishna mantra. And second thing is Vaishnava Seva. That's all. Simple. Correct? Mahaprabhu himself says simple. Nama Sankirtan and Vaishnava Seva. If you do these two, very soon you will attain the lotus feet of Sri Radha Krishna. Simple. Correct? Do Hare Krishna mantra and Vaishnava Seva. That's all. Is it very difficult? Prabhu, very difficult? Very difficult to understand. Prabhu, I cannot understand Prabhu. Very difficult. Simple, correct? Simple. That's why Prabhupada said Krishna consciousness is simple for simple-minded people and complicated for complicated-minded people. Right? How you take it? Very simple. Right? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, 64 anga of bhakti is mentioned. And out of 64 angas, 5 are main principal anga. Can somebody recite the sloka and the translation?
Sadhu Sangha Nama Kirtan Bhagavad Ashkavan Mathura Vasa Sri Krishna Sevana. Associate with devotees, chant the holy name of the Lord, hear Srimad Bhagavatam, reside at Mathura, and worship the deity with faith and devotion.
These are 5 major or primary anga all of us must do. Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, okay, Sadhu Sangha, all of us are getting Sadhu Sangha. Nama Kirtan, we are chanting. Bhagavata Shravan, we are hearing Bhagavata, we are hearing Bhagavad Gita, we are hearing Krishna Katha. Mathura Vasa, staying in Mathura. This is Mathura, this is Vrindavan. Wherever devotees are there, wherever deities are there, is holy Dham. Is Mayapuram, Mathura, Vrindavan. And then Sri Murtira Sada Sevana, daily worship we are doing, so we are doing all 5. Let me ask you a question. Among the 5, which is most important?
Association.
Yes. Why, Prabhu? Why association of devotee is the most important among the 5?
Other 4 will come if you associate.
Yes. Other 4 automatically will come only in the Sadhu Sangha. Correct? That is why for us, Sadhu Sangha is the most important. Bhagavatam mentioned there are 9 stages of bhakti. Okay, say it. From Shraddha to Prema. First is Shraddha, faith. Okay, all of us have faith, that's why we are here. So many people, they don't have faith, that's why they are not here. So you have faith. So you have already come to the level of faith. Next is Sadhu Sangha, and you are taking Sadhu Sangha. Okay, you already attained the second stage. Third is Bhajana Kriya. Bhajana Kriya is performing devotions. So how many of us are doing devotion service? You must do. Before you can go to the next step, third step, you must do devotion service. There are so many services available. So whatever your service you like, you do. Because only once you have done Bhajana Kriya, then only you can go to Anartha Nivritti. That means you can clear your previous karma, your Anartha, you can clear only when you do Bhajana Kriya. Otherwise you cannot clear, you will remain Sadhu Sangha, that's all. You can't go to the next step. You want to go to the next step, you must do devotional service. So please, don't simply just come, sit down here, kirtan, take prasad and go. Don't do that. Because you will remain in second step. Please do whatever, there are so much service available. Please do. After another vidhi, you come to Nistra. Steady, your bhakti will be steady. Nothing can disturb your bhakti, steady, fixed. And then you come to the level Ruchi. Then you got taste. You got taste on the holy name. You got taste of hearing Krishna Katha. You got taste coming to temple. Ruchi will come, taste will come. Then you come to a level of Ashakti. That means you get attachment to the holy name, attachment to deity, attachment to prasad, sadhu sangha, attachment. Then only you can come to the level of bhava, aesthetic love. Bhava is very difficult. At the stage of bhava, your hands will be standing, your throat will be choking, crying. How Mahaprabhu performed last 18 years in a stage of bhava. It's very difficult. But that is a stage, you'll be like a madman. And finally, the stage of prema, that is pure love for Krishna. So these are the 9 processes, steps, not a process, 9 steps from Shraddha to prema. Once Mahaprabhu was going for pilgrimage yatra, he came to Tamil Nadu. There he met his pure devotee Ramananda Roy. Ramananda Roy was the governor. He was politician, he was grahastha, but yet he was pure devotee of the Lord. Just to meet him, Mahaprabhu went all the way, just to meet him. So when Mahaprabhu met him, they were engaging in Krishna Katha for so many days. In one of the discussion, Ramananda Roy told Mahaprabhu, there are 4 unfortunate people. Okay, Ramananda Roy told Mahaprabhu, there are 4 unfortunate people. First, one who never worshipped Krishna are unfortunate people. According to Ramananda Roy, one who never worshipped Krishna are unfortunate. Why? My question. Why those who never worship Krishna is unfortunate? Why? Prabhu? Why, Prabhu? Yes. Because only Krishna can give liberation. Nobody else. Otherwise, we keep on repeating, taking birth, death, birth, death. Okay, that's why Ramananda Roy said, first person who never worship Krishna, they are unfortunate. Second person, one who thinks that his material ambition, his families, and others are all in all. That's all, Prabhu. My ambition, I want to see my children become doctor, lawyers, engineers. That's all, Prabhu. Nothing more than that. I want to see my husband successful, my children successful. Oh, my daughter got married. That's all, Prabhu. That's my ambition. Correct. Nothing more than that. And those who think like that, They are second unfortunate people according to Ramananda Roy. And third, one who never get devotees association. Unfortunate. Okay? So all of you are fortunate. Okay? You are here in the association of devotee. And fourth, one who are in devotee association but never serves the devotee are fourth most unfortunate. Okay? This is what Ramananda Roy said to Mahaprabhu. So when you come to the temple, in the association, please serve the devotee. Engage yourself. Otherwise, you are unfortunate. Very beautifully, Chandramali Maharaj said in one of the lectures. Prabhu, can somebody read?
Just do three things. As Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings it and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifies it, Namaruchi, Vaishnava Seva and Jiva Daya. Chant the holy name, serve the
photos and video,
Vaishnavas
can
and give
take,
this mercy to others.
Take
This
video.
is the mission of Mahaprabhu, which is the full mercy of
Videos and
Lord,
photos on.
manifested in this age as Harinam Sankirtan.
Okay, thank you very much, Prabhu. So Mahaprabhu said, Namaruchi, Vaishnava Seva and Jivadaya. These three things we must do. That is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, we must do. Namaruchi means chanting the holy name of the Lord, Vaishnava Seva and Jivadaya. Okay, these three things all of us must do. So who possesses the greatest Jivadaya quality in the modern age? Who? Who?
Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada. Yes. He said all of us. So volume?
A 70-year-old devotee
Can you increase the volume?
went to America in a cargo ship in 1965, and after an enormous struggle, he established an institution with a handful of young Americans. With them he started this International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Within the short span of 11 years, Srila Prabhupada not only spread this movement practically through all the countries of the world.
Near the speaker.
Established 108 temples in all the major cities of the world. And this is how we can see that in order to fulfill his prediction, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reserved the credit to one of his most intimate devotee, and that is His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
Consciousness movement is not for the wretched, unfortunate person. No. It is meant for the most fortunate. Anyone who has taken to Krishna consciousness is to be considered as the most fortunate because he has got the light of action, how his life will be perfect. Therefore, anyone who is in Krishna consciousness and discharging the duties right, he is the most fortunate.
Srila Prabhupada ki. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. Once Mother Teresa nicely seated, okay? So if you judge devotee, we cannot love them. Can somebody read the translation, please?
Translation. I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Vaishya or a Sudra, nor am I a Brahmachari, a householder, a Vanaprastha or a Sannyasi. I identify myself only as the servant of the servant of the servant of the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna, the maintainer of the gopis. He is like an ocean of nectar, and he is the cause of universal transcendental bliss. He is always existing with brilliance.
This is what Mahaprabhu said. I am a Gopi Partupata Kamalam, Das Ananta, seven of the seven of Krishna. Can somebody read?
Devotional service is necessary not to drive away an insignificant stock of sins, but to awaken our dormant love for Krishna. As fog is vanquished at the first glimpse of sunlight, one's sinful reactions are automatically vanquished as soon as one begins serving a pure devotee. No separate endeavor is required.
So once a man took his son to Gurukul and got his son admitted into Gurukul. He wanted his son to learn Sanskrit, mantra and all. After 3 months, the man went back to Gurukul. He got shocked with his life. He saw his son was cleaning the toilet of the ashram. He became very angry. He went straight to the master. He said to the master, I registered my son to learn Sanskrit, to learn mantra, not to clean toilet. If you don't have enough stuff, you tell me, I'll pay staff to clean the toilet of the ashram. This is what the master said. Everyone has a disease. They think that they are the master of everything, forgetting them to be a humble servant. And the master asked the man, if your housemaid is sick, let's say your servant, housemaid is sick, who you will give the medicine? Your son or the maid? The man said, of course I give to the maid because she is the one who have problems with I am sick. The master said, yes. Every one of us have this ego that I am the master. Okay? So when we come to the temple, when I came to Hare Krishna 30 years ago, you know what was my service? Myself and brother, we washed the pots. That was our first service in ISKCON. Yes. And we love washing pots. And we sweep, we mop the temple. That was the service we did, I still remember. And we were enjoying. It was so blissful, Prabhu, correct? Washing pots, so blissful. Now managing so much headache. Correct? I wish I could bring back the time of washing pots. So we must start with that. Menial servant, wash pot, sweep temple, serve Vaishnava. That's how we should start. That's how we can develop our humility. That's how we can develop. Otherwise we will never develop. In Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.10, Saunaka Rishi nicely tells this verse, the symptoms of people in Kali Yuga. Prayana paisa sabya kala aswin yuki jnanaha, manda sumanda mataya manda bhagya hi padata. Kali Yuga, the symptoms of people, they are short-lived. Their life will be short, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. If you reach 50, you are very lucky. If you reach bonus, you reach 60, you are in bonus. You reach 80, you are super bonus. Correct? My friend, many of my colleagues have passed away. 4 or 5 people passed away. My age, they have passed away. So Kali Yuga symptom is they are short-lived. Second, they will be always quarreling. Correct? Husband, wife will quarrel, mother, father will quarrel, sister, brother will quarrel, friend will quarrel, nature will quarrel. That's the nature of people in Kali Yuga. And third, they will be manda, they will be lazy, materially lazy, spiritually lazy. You can see people are so lazy. And fourth, they are misguided, easily misguided. Especially in India, there are so many gods. I'm God, I'm God. There are thousands of following all those bogus gods. Correct? In India, you can see so many. Easily misguided. And next is they are unlucky. Abhagya. They are unlucky. And finally, he upatataha, they are already disturbed. So these are the qualities of people in Kali Yuga. Correct? All of us have this. This is mentioned by Sanatana Rishi in Bhagavad 5,000 years ago. There was husband wife, they were having big quarrel. In the midst of quarrel, the wife went and took a bottle of petrol and she drank. After she drank petrol, she was burning, her throat, stomach, everything burning, and she was running all over the house non-stop. So the husband don't know what to do. The husband picked up the phone and called the family doctor. Doctor, we have a big problem, doctor. My wife drank petrol and she's running non-stop all over the house. I don't know what to do. So the doctor said, don't worry. Once the petrol finishes, she will automatically stop. So after that, both of them, they were going to town. Both were not in talking terms. Wife was looking this side, husband was looking this side. They were going to town. Halfway they saw two wild boar sleeping under the tree. The wife turned to the husband and told, look, your relatives. And the husband said, yes, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. Once Krishna made a joke. You know what he said? You know how I became God? So this is a question to you. How Krishna became God? Any answer? Very tricky question, huh? Yes, Krishna asked this, You know how I became God? How? How Krishna became Bhagavan? I'm asking you. Mataji, anyone? How Krishna became God?
He's always enjoying. He's not worried anything. Always playing only.
Oh, because he's always playing, he's God. Okay, your child always playing, so he's God, Don't beat him. Not the answer. Any other answer? Why Krishna? How Krishna became God? You know what Krishna answered? By the blessing of Brahmana. This was Krishna's answer. He said, by the blessing of Brahmana, I became God. Is it true? Is it true? No, correct? Why? Why it's not true? Huh?
He's always God.
He was there before the Brahmana existed. Correct? Krishna Karnataya Kasa Vishnu, created a universe out of pause, Karnataya Kasa Vishnu, correct? From there, from Brahma, Devas, all human, all the Brahmanas. Krishna was there. So how could Krishna became God just because of the blessing of the Brahman. So this Krishna was joking. But Krishna was emphasizing the position of his devotee, correct? From these words, he is putting here, higher than me, Krishna said. That's a meaning Krishna said. Unless one is favored by a pure devotee, one cannot attain the platform of devotion service. Okay? If you are getting service, that means the blessing of Vaishnava. Some Vaishnava blessed you. That's why you got the opportunity for service. Let me, in Nectar Devotion, Rupa Goswami nicely wrote, you know what he said? Srimati Radharani can give anything. He can give you mukti, moksha, he can give you mystic power. Radharani will give you, but she will never give you bhakti. Why? Why Radharani very difficult to give bhakti? Question, any answer? She can give you mukti, what mystic perfection, but she'll never give you easily bhakti. Why?
Krishna will get attracted to you. Krishna will get attracted to you.
Okay, you're close. Yes, Prabhu?
If you give bhakti, then Krishna will become a soul.
Yes, Prabhu. Because Radharani will never easily give bhakti, because through bhakti you can even purchase Krishna. You can make Krishna as your servant. Krishna stand up, Krishna stand. Krishna sit down, Krishna sit. He will be a servant. That's why Radharani will never easily give you bhakti. So if you got devotional service, that means this is what Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj said once he came to Malaysia for Hare Krishna convention. I still remember, that was 15 years ago. You know what Maharaj said in the class? He said, if you got devotional service, okay, if not even devotion, if you got chance to do devotional service, that means Srimati Radharani's glance has fallen onto you. That's what Maharaj said. Srimati Radharani's glance has fallen onto you if you get opportunity to do service. Right? See? That is why Rupa Goswami said, Krishna is the highest. Mata Paratarananya, nothing beyond me. Krishna said, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, everything comes from me. Sarva Karna Karnam, everything comes, I'm the cause. Nothing is beyond Krishna. But one thing mentioned, that eternally stronger than Krishna is devotion service. Devotion service even stronger than Krishna, because devotion service is Srimati Radharani. Okay? So if you got devotional service, you are lucky. That means Radharani's glance has fallen onto you. Okay? Please remember that. Which means that unless one serves the Vaishnavas and Brahmanas, one cannot get the liberation from the material clutches. Okay? Without the mercy of Vaishnava, you will never even get service. What to talk of service? You cannot even escape from the material bondage. I'm sure all of you know this. Kannada is correct? You should be telling me, he is from Kannada, correct? Udupi, how far Udupi from here? 350 kilometers. Very far. How many of you have been to the temple, Udupi temple? Yeah, Hare Krishna. I haven't been. Please bless me. One day I can go to Udupi temple. So I just want to share what I've learned regarding Kanakadas. He was born in 1509 in Karnataka, India. And he was a disciple of Vyasa Tirtha, and he composed many bhajans, many poems in Carnatic language. And once he wrote a very beautiful analogy. There was a quarrel between rice and ragi. It's a quarrel. Ragi used to be eaten by rich people. So ragi became very proud. Then one day he had a quarrel with rice. Rice basically eaten by poor people. So Ragi became very proud. So both of them approached Lord Ram. Oh Lord, who is greater, rice or me, Ragi? So Lord Ram noticed Ragi became very proud. And Lord said, okay, both of you spend 1 week in prison. After that, I'll tell you who is greater. And both of them were in prison for 1 week. After 1 week, Ragi became spoiled. Rice became still okay. And the Lord thought, yes, rice is greater than Ragi. So from this pastime, the Lord says that the Lord is always with the poor people. Why it is mentioned that Lord is always with the poor people? Why? Yes. Because rich people generally they are very much in material attachment. As you know, once Kanakadas, his spiritual master, invited Kanakadas to come to Udupi. And before seeing his spiritual master, Kanakadas went to Udupi temple to have darshan of the Lord. Because Kanakadas belongs to a lower caste, he was not allowed into the temple by the Spanta Brahmana. So Kanakadas was outside the temple, he was crying, he was calling the Lord, how unfortunate I am, I cannot even have darshan, I cannot see the Lord, so unfortunate, so sinful. He was practically crying outside the temple. And when Kanakadas was crying, all of a sudden the wall collapsed. The wall collapsed and formed a hole, and Kanakadas could see the Lord. But unfortunately, the Lord was the other side. Kanakadas could only see the back of the Lord. You know what happened? The Lord shifted. He moved 180 degrees facing Kanakadas. This actually happened, Can you imagine what kind of devotion Kanakadas had? And this is the hole they made a window. And this is a window in Udupi temple on the wall. Okay? And what he said? I have been sweeping your temple courtyard for years. You have never paid my salary. Today I am demanding my salary together with the interest. You must pay my salary, Krishna. You cannot run away. You know what is a salary? My salary is for all my future births. I want to take birth as a sweeper, and I want to sweep the backyards of your devotee houses. This is a salary demanded by Kanakadas from Krishna. I want to sweep the house of your devotees. Such a great devotee. That is the mood all of us should have. Be a servant of the servant. 15 years ago, I went to Chaupati, India. About 20 leaders from Malaysia, we went to Chaupati, India. We spent about 1 week. And one Sunday, we attended the Sunday program. This was the crowd, packed. Okay? When His Holiness Ragana Maharaj gave class, 3,000 people. Here, downstairs, another 1,000 people. They will be watching TV. Okay? After the class, I was going to take prasad. My devotee was guiding us. And I saw at the back of the temple, there were some devotee, elderly devotee was sitting on the chairs. Like that, some elderly devotees, about 10, 15 devotees, elderly, they were sitting on the chair at the back of the devotees sitting. The devotee asked me, Prabhu, do you know who are they? He asked me, do you know who are they? I said, I don't know. This person is textile billionaire. This person is steel company billionaire. He was saying, all billionaire. Then he asked me, do you know what will be the service after this? after this class, do you know what will be their service? I said, yeah. They will go and wash pots. All the billionaires will go and wash pots. Yes. So what should we do? Oh no, Prabhu, I'm Brahmana, I'm initiated, How can I do this kind of service? If you think like that, sorry, you are in a wrong organization. That's all. Sorry, you are in a wrong organization. Okay? That incident was so much inspiration for me. They all 70, 60 years old and they will come and wash pots. Can somebody read?
One must render service to the Vaishnava in order to get free from sinful reactions.
Madhava Prabhu, can take photo from there with the crowd.
And be trained in how to
Take
love
photo,
Krishna.
video from the crowd.
This is the result of Mahatma Seva. Of course, if one engages in the service of a pure devotee, the reactions of one's sinful life are vanquished automatically. Srila Prabhupada.
Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees, but those who are devotees or my devotees are actually my devotees. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has sung that the devotees of Lord Chaitanya are so powerful that each one of them can deliver universe. Once a disciple approached Prabhupada and he said, Prabhupada, you said Bhakti Thakur is a great devotee, Bhakti Siddhanta is a great devotee. Why they never propagate the holy name all over the world? Why it takes you to do that? And Prabhupada replied, Bhakti Thakur is a great Vaishnava. If he wants, he can spread the holy name not only to this world, throughout the universe he can spread if he wants. But his mercy, he leave the job for me. That's what proper answer. Because all the Vaishnavas are powerful. Whatever action a great man perform, common men follow, and whatever said he said by example acts, all the world pursue. Follow devotee. The more devotee you have, better for you. They will not only take you to Krishna, they will carry you to Krishna. That is the advantage of being in the association of devotees. His Holiness Bhakti Charisam. Who is this? Pope Francis. What is doing? He is washing the feet of not some billionaire, not some superstar VIP. He is washing the feet of African immigrants. That is a gesture of humility. Okay? The highest Acharya in Roman Catholic is washing the feet of poor immigrants. Okay? So please ask ourselves, where are we? Once a husband asked a wife, if I die, will you remarry? The wife said, no, I'll stay with my sister. And the wife asked, if I die, will you remarry? The husband said, no, I also will stay with your sister. In the Bible, a very wonderful pastime of the Lord, Jesus Christ. About that time, the disciple came to Jesus and asked, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? Jesus called a little child to him and put the child among them. Then he said, I tell you the truth, unless you turn from your sins and become like the little children, you will never get into the kingdom of heaven. So anyone who becomes as humble as this little child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Even in the Christian religion, humility is the greatest. Humbleness is the greatest. Correct? So that is why it is mentioned that humility is a crown jewel of our spiritual quality. Before 1 week before Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj left the world, he called his disciple and he told this. A few days before his departure in December 1936, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati spoke his last words on Vaishnava Tattva, which are very important and most relevant to all of us. If the Vaishnava do not understand that serving other Vaishnavas is the most beneficial thing, then they will not advance in devotion. This is Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj's words. If you don't serve the Vaishnava, you will never advance in devotion. One has to cultivate Krishna consciousness by sincerely serving the Vaishnavas and by endeavoring to please them with your body, mind and soul. If the Vaishnavas are pleased, then the all-merciful Sri Krishna will give his grace. You must always remember. See? This is the Vaishnava Tattva, that's all. You understand this, you have understood my 1 hour class. Okay? These from the words of Bhakti Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, I have a few questions, quiz. If you manage to answer, there are no children, there are only one children. Any more children? Any more children? Children class. Since he is okay, Prabhu, you are the only one. You answer, you got a present. Okay? Question for you. What is the name of the great Vaishnava poet from Karnataka? Kanagara! Please come. Hare Krishna. What's your name? Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. You look like Mapalala. Yes. Since I have few more questions, but since no children. Any more children? No, huh? Okay, I skip this. Okay, Mataji. Any Mataji know the answer, you raise up your hand. Okay, don't tell the answer, raise up your hand. Whoever raised up first, I'll give to her to answer. Okay, first question. What is the title of today's presentation? Yes, Mataji. Loudly. Yes, you. Okay? You got the G's. Tell me the full sentence. Glories of Vaishnava Seva. Okay, la. You got half the right. Please come, Mataji. There's a gift for you. Please come. Okay? Come. Fast. It's getting late. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay, next question, Hare Krishna. Next question to Mataji. Srila Rupa Goswami started 5 main devotion service out of 64. What are the 5? Anyone? Remember 5 main devotion service Anga out of 64. Anyone remember? Yes, Mataji? Naam Sakitan? Association is Sadhusanga? Let the answer. Okay, Bhagavad Shravana. 2 more. Okay, leaving Mathura. Okay, last one. Okay, service. Okay, thank you. Please come, Ali got 4. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, okay, now for Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu, you know the answer, please. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sri Prabhu. Okay, give me the meaning of this verse. Anyone know the meaning? Yes, Prabhu? Okay, Prabhu.
God is always there where bhaktas are guiding very bhaktas.
Okay, but before that, what the Lord said?
Lord says,
Naham Tishtami Vaikunte. Okay, I'm not Vaikunta. Yoginam Idesua. Not in the heart. Where the Lord? Yatra Gayanti Madhva. Okay, thank you very much. Please come, Prabhu. You got the answer. Hare Krishna, give a big clap to Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Okay, next question for Prabhu. Ramananda Roy told 4 unfortunate people. Hey, in you audience. Okay, Prabhu? 4 unfortunate people. You are the one.
One who never worships Krishna, and one who thinks that he betrayed ambition and our families, and one who never get devotee again.
Okay. Okay, Prabhu, give a big clap to Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu, you give him, Prabhu. Okay. Last, okay, that's all. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai Sudarshan Gauraki Bangaloreshwara Lakshmi Narasimhananda Dev Nitai Chaitanya और Srila Prabhupada की जय. Let's all thank His Grace Yaduraj Krishna Prabhu for the wonderful session today on Vaishnava Seva. I'm hoping each of us carried back at least a few points to go back and tell how we should improve our Vaishnava Seva. So let's once chant the Hare Krishna mantra loudly by thanking Prabhuji here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare. Continue with a couple more announcements and then we'll go to the Shiksha program that we have today. Quickly, the announcements. So the 3rd of March is fasting for Amalika Ekadashi, and 4th of March, which is on Saturday, is the fast breaking, and fast breaking time is from 6:34 a.m. to 10:32 a.m. Please check your WhatsApp messages for all the updates. If you have not registered the WhatsApp group, give us the number and the DVD contact will add you to the temple group. Okay, so the Bhakti Vaibhav program, so you know Prabhuji is a Bhakti Vaibhav certified, we should take the inspiration. The Bhakti Vaibhav program is starting, the new session, new course is starting from April 1st, so you can reach out to His Grace Yaduraj Krishna Prabhu or the BBD counter and register yourself. You can get all the details there. We are also very fortunate that every day there is Bhagavad Gita class in the evening in Kannada and Hindi at 7:30 p.m. here in the temple hall. So devotees are welcome to attend. This is a daily seva that's available, so please do join in. Which is the next big program that's coming in? God Purnima Mahamahotsav ki jai. Okay, it's on the 7th of March. So 6th evening will be the Adivas, 7th evening will be the program, fasting till moonrise. So we're hoping all devotees are here. Do not miss the wonderful festival. The temple program schedule is actually mentioned in a couple of places. If you need details, we'll send you. We'll have Kirtan, Katha in all the languages, Abhishekam, Arati and Prasadam. Okay, and such a wonderful occasion for us. Please do contribute generously for the success of the program. There are a lot of sponsorships available. The sevas available are decoration of the temple, flower seva, Abhishekam seva. You can also sponsor in kind for ghee, fruits, flowers, etc. Whatever details you need, please reach out to us in the BBD counter. You will get all the details. You can also pay by cash or by time. Okay, anyone who's come to the temple for the first time for this Sunday feast program? याराद्र हो सुप्रीतिरा कोई पहली बार मंदिर को आया संडे फीस प्रोग्राम के लिए? Hare Krishna. Can you please raise your hand? Okay, Mataji, 3 of you are standing. Thank you, Mataji. You're welcome. Anyone else from the Prabhuji's side for the first time? So Sudam Govind Prabhu, if you could give us the contacts. Thank you for joining us. You are a wonderful guest. Please do continue to come. We have wonderful programs. Sudam Govind Prabhu will actually detail you on the programs. Okay, today's sponsorship is Giteshwari Mataji for 1 square feet. Let's actually chant one Hare Krishna mantra for Giteshwari Mataji and the newcomers.